Next up is Thumbs Up with Cass Sapir.
Hello everyone, I'm Cass from ThumbsUp. This is my co-founder Matt. We're a new startup at the Data Spring Accelerator, and we're excited to tell you about what we're doing at ThumbsUp. ThumbsUp is a magic button for TV. So you're watching a show and you love a moment of that show, and you can instantly share that moment with your friends. These shared moments, if you think about it, they're like touchstones in our lives, and they help us stay connected with our close friends and family. ThumbsUp allows you to share those moments instantly. We used to watch TV together, but now we're apart and disconnected. And I don't know about you, but we're overwhelmed with too much information on social networks. So we're forced to sift through endless posts on Facebook and Twitter to hear the voice of our true friends. And we found that that's what really matters when it comes to TV, is what a few close friends think about the show that you're watching right now. And you think about Zynga and their success with Words with Friends and Draw Something. They're masterful at bringing your friends into the experience, but no one does this for TV. And that's what really rules our lives. The average person spends 4.5 hours per day watching TV and only 15 minutes on Facebook. So here's our solution. It's called ThumbsUp. It's an iPhone app. It's free. We're launching, we're in private beta right now and launching in the first week in May. It does two things really well. It allows you to instantly share the moment of the show that you're watching, any show. We sync up with the show through auto content recognition, so we know the time code that you're at. And when you swipe up, you can simply like the moment, you can share a comment about the moment, or we're rolling out two really cool features soon where you can share a quote directly from the closed captioning, where you can actually share an animated GIF of that moment in the show on any social network. This is something that people are hacking together anyway, and like half of Tumblr is animated GIFs about moments of TV. So this will be a way to do it automatically, instantly. The second thing we do is we sort your social graph, so we, like Splash Score, connect to Facebook instantly. That's our launch partner, and we figure out who your close friends are and what shows they like. So we create these small groups of friends that we call pods, and these groups are dynamic and customizable. So you can easily add people, remove them from your group, depending on the show that you're watching. So again, it's a free app. How do we make money? Well, we're a data business. What we do is aggregate how every single viewer is reacting to a show in real time and sell a dashboard that surfaces, most importantly, the moments when people are most engaged. I was a producer for Nova for a number of years, and this is something we could never buy from Nielsen, from anyone else, and we hope to be the first people to provide this service. ThumbsUp is truly a real-time system. My co-founder Matt has spent a ton of time building out the architecture, so I hope he could spend a couple minutes telling you about what he's done to do that. Oh, that's how we're going to make money. Because Nielsen's made a lot of money. So here's Matt.
So I'm probably not going to come close to Cass's presentation. He's the slick wordsmith. I'm the geeky tech guy. Who's kind of my pocket protector with me. But yeah, so the architecture is real time. So our goal is to be able to provide this feedback between yourself and your friends as quickly as possible. Because as moments in television occur, you stand up to cheer for that touchdown, or you laugh or boo or hiss at that wipeout on Dancing with the Stars. So what we've done is we've leveraged an enterprise Java platform to consume these messages in real time. We're leveraging a pretty sophisticated message broker called RabbitMQ, which will take all these messages in, allow us to process that data through various processing channels to develop our analytics, and then drive that back out to the customer using WebSockets in real time. So the analytical dashboard will hit a WebSocket layer through our API and bring back all that information to the clients. And then on the our current, I will call it a reference implementation, but the iPhone side of things will do a similar process and consume the moments back from your friends and your social graph. So that's sort of the core of the tech that we're building, and that's thumbs up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Yes?
Tech question. How do you do the animated GIFs thing?
So we're partnering actually with some folks to do that. So what they do.
What was the question?
Oh, I'm sorry. The question was, how do we get the animated GIFs for the shows? So there are a couple of content providers that curate this information. So we'll be able to, based on the fact that we know the moment and time of the show, we'll be able to access and retrieve that information from them. Yep.
You're familiar with Ustream? Ustream?
ViewStream?
Yeah.
Ustream, a real. The question was, are you familiar with Ustream?
Yeah.
So, yep.
So they have now a collaboration with Facebook. Like in Spotify, when you listen to music, you can see on Facebook which music your friends are listening.
Mm-hmm.
So Ustream, this company they call it live streaming of video. They have now a collaboration with Facebook, and you will be able to see what videos your friends are watching. So what are the advantages?
Exactly. So ours is, I think, from a marketing perspective, will be very similar. We'll be able to leverage the fact that we know what you're doing, what you're watching, and we already know by the fact that you're connecting through Facebook to us that you're interested in putting this data back out there. So, you know, in terms of the viral feedback and being able to present back to, you know, the stream and the feed and so on, we'll kind of provide a similar service. Their service, I don't think, is for live television though, right? It's for our YouTube, isn't it? Yeah.
There's a lot of privacy things. You have the time when the person is watching. How are you going to deal with that?
What's that?
There are a lot of privacy issues also. You know, like people are sharing the data with you, whether they like it or not.
Right.
So when you sell it to your like MTV or whatever,
Right.
you're going to anonymize the data.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. So the question was, will we, you know, what are the privacy concerns and will we anonymize the data? And short answer is yes. I mean, it wouldn't really behoove us to give them direct information about our users anyways, because that drives trust down. And what we really want is to have a great experience for the user first and foremost. And the data that comes from that as a result is valuable to somebody, but is not the thing that we're most interested in. We want you guys to have a great experience with Thumbs Up and enjoy a good show with your friends. Yeah, the pink, sorry, you're the tallest arm. Oh, you're both in pink.
Oh. The question I had was, having worked for a company called Commerce TV, which worked in the network space like this, and it was a different model, but who owns the real estate that you're trying to get into? I mean, you know, you're trying to trespass the cable networks and the networks to get into their data and to get into their content. And is there copyright issues or whatever else?
Sure. So the interesting copyright question is when you share a clip or an animated GIF of the moment. The few things we're doing to sort of mitigate that are we're reducing the frame rate and frame size and resolution. And we're also tracking a metric very closely about how many shares result in how many tune-ins. So if we can get that number above 1, then we have a metric to go back to the content owners and say, look, it's actually driving tune-in, so it's a good thing for you guys too. So it's a trick that Spotify used fairly successfully, and we hope to leverage that.
Yeah, but there's a gray area in the real estate because the cable providers feel they own certain parts of the pipes, and then the networks feel like they own certain parts of the pipes. So that's an area that you might just want to be careful about.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll look into it. Thank you.
Thanks.
So another trend in television is people watching via their DVR or on Hulu.com. Do you have a solution for if you're watching it not live TV, but after the fact?
Yeah, sure. So this works best, of course, for big live events like the Oscars, Emmys, for sports, and for competition reality like The Voice and Dancing with the Stars. The cool thing about time shifting is if you open up this app, let's say a day later when you're watching The Voice, you can almost replay the reaction of your friends. So it's like a DVR of how your friends responded to that show. It brings a little bit of the magic of watching it live. In our private beta, we noticed that time shifting wasn't the main sort of driver of use, but it's a new thing you can do when you're watching time shifting. So. we'll go from there.
It is kind of fun. We've actually even toyed with the idea of being able to provide a spoiler, or maybe sneak ahead a little bit, and did they actually wipe out, or what happened? So, anything else?
All right, no more questions. Thank you guys.
Thank you.